excuse the noise of the washing machine in the background. I wanted to show you our cupboards, well, our drawers. As you will recall, we took off all the runners off the massive big drawers to put on the smaller drawers because we thought that those runners would actually be the correct size for the small drawers, because we bought runners that were the incorrect size. They were just a little bit too small. However, the runners from the large drawers were also too small, but again by absolutely millimeters. So if you recall, we just put some tiny, two little tiny washers, and they fitted perfectly. The idea was to take the runners that we bought back and get the correct runners for the large drawers, because those drawers never opened and closed properly due to the fact that the plywood was much thicker. When I went back to Blum, unfortunately they don't import those specific runners into South Africa. So we went back to the drawing board, and Craig has fiddled and worked it out, and we looked at possibly taking off a little bit off the bottom of the cupboard where the runners go, because then that would be thinner plywood and then the runners would fit. But Craig has now managed to fix it and sort it all out. So apparently the screws over here, these screws, these ones, yes, they were actually sticking out, which meant that they were rubbing, because obviously these aren't the exact correct size for the thickness of the plywood, so then it was making it stick. So Craig has taken all of these off and re-screwed them all in with more precision, and now the drawer, even though it is thicker plywood, clicks in perfectly. Yeah. And the drawer now opens and closes properly, and we did the same for these two. So now open it and closes perfectly now, whereas they always used to get stuck. So that's fantastic, which means obviously all the fronts are now off. Craig's got to put the fronts back on. As soon as the fronts are back on these big drawers, then we can put the fronts on these drawers, and we are then done with all our cabinetry in the kitchen. Is that the right height? You've got it equal to... You're not going to put these ones on first to see if it's all... Okay. So that it is equal to here. So it's perfectly level here. And then obviously we now need to get every single drawer. This one is going to have, the top's going to have to be level with this line here, because it's all level here, but then obviously these two also have to be level. So it is definitely quite something putting these drawer fronts on. One drawer front is on, next one's about to go on. So Craig has just put these planks of wood in there to be able to get it level to the door below. It is definitely quite a process getting all these drawers perfectly level and all lined up. Looks good, eh? done. Looks like it lines up quite well. Yeah, but it doesn't look so closely here. It looks good. While I was distracted editing, Craig finished it. It looks fantastic, which means all our cabinetry, excuse the very messy kitchen, is complete. Yay, yay, yay. And it just looks incredible. Aren't you chuffed? Today I am just pottering around in the garden. It's quite bright out here, even though there isn't much blue sky. So I've got my hat on. I have a plant that for possibly the last 6 months I've been meaning to pot out. It was sitting in our bathroom. It is an inside plant. Unfortunately, it is full of aphids, and the pot is too small. So I'm going to take it out and just put it into a plain plastic pot. And hopefully I'm quite keen on one of those baskets. I've seen it's quite in at the moment to have those plants in your bathroom on the floor in a big basket, because this plant just keeps getting bigger the bigger pot that you put it in. But unfortunately it is full of aphids. I got told that if you put like alcohol on it, pure alcohol, it helps with the aphids. So I had some hand sanitizer, which was like 70 or 80% alcohol, and that was working for a very, very long while. But now the whole things are absolutely overrun with aphids. So I'm going to Google again. I know there's some oil spray, or otherwise I'm just going to wipe the leaves down. But I'm going to give this plant a little bit of TLC. And Tabby Tabs, what do you want, my girl? Hey, where's your toy? Where's it? Oh, there, in the pot. Okay, here we are. One throw. Okay, just one. Really throw badly when I'm holding the camera. So here's the plant. As you can see, it is just covered in aphids. If any of you have a remedy, that would be lovely. It's full of aphids. So I'm going to take all the dead leaves off and either wipe the leaves down or find that recipe for the natural oil spray. And I'm just popping it into this very plain ordinary pot, hoping that will also revive it a little bit, make it a bit stronger. But yes, this plant is probably about 12 years old, and yeah, it's done well. It's died and come alive and died and come alive, except I really don't want it to die. So I've got water on my glasses. They also got a bit of splashes onto the camera. I'll have to see what that looks like when I edit. All the aphids are off the leaves as far as I can see. I've watered it nicely, but I'm going to leave it outside just so I can get some little bit of sunshine and a little bit of fresh air. It is an inside plant, but apparently it also does very well outside. So it's thrived inside, but I think it needs more light. Our bathroom doesn't get much light. So I'm going to leave it outside. I've taken all the dead leaves off, and hopefully it will rejuvenate itself and look healthier, grow some more, because it was definitely root bound in the bigger pot. And I will then also get a bigger pot. And I forgot to switch the hose pipe off. I was wondering what that noise was. Yes. Thanks for watching a little bit of DIY. If you enjoyed today's video, please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing to our channel. And please drop a comment below and let us know what you think of our completed kitchen cabinetry. And if you have any advice with regards on how to get rid of aphids on plants, please drop a comment below as well. See you next time. Bye.